Let me tell you about Princess Adayemi. She wasn't dramatic. She was the kind of woman people underestimate. Every morning before sunrise, she would stand in their small apartment ironing her husband's clothes. Soft light would slip through the window, and steam would rise slowly from the iron. Behind her, Kola dressed like a successful man. Sharp suit, expensive perfume, polished shoes, and phone always face down. At first, she ignored it, but then, noticing things, the late nights, the quiet smiles at his screen, the distance, still, she chose peace. Until one afternoon, Mama T called her. Her voice was low. There is house. Prince laughed at first. Another house? With what money? But something about that whisper stayed with her. So that night, she followed him, and what she saw changed everything. A mansion in Lekki. Tall gates, golden lights, a black SUV pulling up. Kola stepped out, and him. Nancy, elegant, comfortable, like she belonged there. Inside the mansion was a family portrait. Kola, Nancy, a child. Princess walked closer. Her fingers trembled as she touched the frame, but her face stayed calm. Then she saw the documents. A property deed, registered owner, Prince Adeyemi. The house, never his. It was Nancy's. It was hers. That night could have broken her, but... And the story didn't end there. Kola ran, not Nancy. He ran to a cheap hotel. Dim, a messy bed, broken pride. He sat on of the mattress, replaying everything in his head. How did she play me? Days passed, his shame into bitterness. Bitterness turned into anger, until one night, he came back. He stood outside the mansion gates, half hidden in shadow. In his hand, the petrol container. That was how far ego had fallen. He stepped forward, but inside the compound, Princess was already standing in the driveway. Moonlight rested gently on her face. She wasn't afraid. She wasn't shaking. She was calm. And just as he was to act, floodlight came on. Security guards rushed in. Sirens filled the air. Kola froze. Caught. Exposed. The man who tried to burn her future. She started renovating. Walls came down. Old designs were replaced. New plans were drawn. That mansion became something else entirely. Foundation Homes. What used to be betrayal became headquarters. She stood in the center of that house giving instructions, calm and focused. People stopped calling her the betrayed wife. They started calling her the visionary behind Foundation Homes. Contracts, her desk. Meetings replaced arguments. Blueprints replaced tears. One day, a billboard rose above Lagos traffic. Foundation Homes by Princess Adeyemi. Cars slowed down to read it. Kola saw it too. He just stood there staring, realizing the woman he underestimated had built something bigger than his pride. Interviews followed. Someone asked her, "How did you survive that humiliation?" She smiled and said quietly, "I stopped asking why and started building." And was it. Nancy came to her office one afternoon. No makeup, no pride, just regret. Princess, calmly, not with anger, not revenge, just closure. Foundation expanded. Luxury towers, modern estates, new contracts signed under late-night office lights. And one evening, as she stood on stage announcing expansion across Nigeria, the crowd applauded. In the back of the hall, Kola stood alone. Their eyes met for a moment. He looked like he expected something, but Princess simply turned away, not because she hated him, because he won. She didn't rise by destroying him. She rose by rebuilding herself, and that was enough.